Hello, 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 and welcome, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your soulmate reading for May and June 2020. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons. Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and very, very happy to be doing this new series for the soulmates, and I hope you will be too. If you are new to my channel, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell, because I am putting out content every day. Like, I haven't missed a day in a while, between live streams, morning, night, sometimes both, sometimes either, editing some old meditations, only 3 years ago, from my Vimeo.com stuff, pulling those vids down, or at least pulling out the prayers and meditations and posting those, as well as doing these recorded videos for you. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll know when they hit, and please feel free to comment. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but when you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment, it helps other people see the video. So if you find something particularly helpful and you'd like to share it without actually sharing it, it's a good way to do it. Just saying, my Aries. By the way, it's Aries moon. It's Monday, May 18th when I'm doing this. So we're looking at the moon in Aries. So I'm ready to start off with you all, and it's going to be cool, I get a feeling. So please keep in mind, this is a general reading. Please keep what resonates, right? Feel what feels right to you. Keep that. Leave what does not. Check your other signs. We're only doing 13 cards. Got to keep them brief because upload times are still a little ridiculous, but everybody's on the internet working from home, so what are you going to do? Keep in mind that this is a soulmate contract read. Soulmates, you help each other heal. You have more than one. You can have many. They're not all sexual romantic, but the ones we're looking at here are the sexual romantic satisfying soulmate contracts that you have to go through so many twin flames to be ready for. But that's a topic for another day. Although if you check the links in the description box below, you'll find a couple of videos there clarifying the difference between soulmate and twin flame. One that I just did this morning that I am adding in a live chat that I did on this channel, which I think you'll find illuminating. Cool, cool. We are looking at it as a contract. We will have party number one, party number two. Party number one we're just going to call Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine will be party number two. Has nothing to do with biological gender, but will help sort it out. So if you remember to breathe, you watch me breathe throughout, well, we're all have to breathe through the whole thing. But deliberately focusing on the breath to bring us into the present moment, a bit of that sacred pause, ringing that divine bell within, touch point, right? I'll be able to bring through the guidance and grace, the clarity that would be helpful for you in your soulmate contracts, and you'll be able to sense what resonates, what doesn't. Cool, cool. Let's do this. Oh, all the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. Check them out. There's other cool links in there, like my Vimeo channel stuff that you might find of interest. Other than that, I'll call out these decks as we go, starting with 2 from the Caroline Mace archetype decks. The decks are all blessed. Let's get up in this gig. Take a nice deep breath. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please, my collective pantheons, 2 cards, one for the Divine Feminine, one for the Divine Masculine in this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, satisfying, sexual, intimate, romantic, soulmate contract for May, June 2020, please. One for our Divine Feminine. Yep, I'll take that one. One for the Divine Masculine, please. There we go. Cool, cool. Now, archetypes are neutral, you see, as everything is in this world. Has its light and its shadow, it's positive, it's negative, it's hidden, and it's obvious. We're going to look at the shadow attribute as what you are helping each other heal, whether you've met each other or not, whether you are together or not. It's a type, I should have said this in the chat this morning, it's a type of quantum entanglement, a soul contract, but this is one where the holographic nature of the relationship is that as you heal, they heal a bit easier, a bit faster. They still have to do their work, But like if you're an empath, a divine feminine empath, and you're kind of like healing your emotional stuff, it's going to lighten their load a little bit. Got it? And they might be good at, I don't know, fixing toilets. You know, divine masculines, I don't know what divine masculines do. I'm pretty much predominantly divine feminine. So let's have a look-see-duck-see. Who our happy couple is. Well, we've got the divine feminine Trickster. Let's see if I can get that camera light to pop off. Yes, it's blinding me. The divine feminine Trickster and the divine masculine bully archetype. Now, not that divine feminines can't be bullies, obviously, because this isn't about biological gender, but the definitions of these two are really interesting because they are definitely, like, the Trickster is part of the wild card family of archetypes, and the bully is part of the action family. So when you got the wild card, it's just always a wild card. But the bully in particular, I find very, very interesting in the action family of archetype with the Trickster, right? So let me read you what these cards say. We're going to start with the shadow attribute. Manipulating others through duplicity. Not fun, right? Not fun. We've all been deceived, right? We've all trusted where maybe we shouldn't have, but yet we did, and we have to cope with that. It's rough. So if that is the shadow attribute here of the divine feminine, be careful of your manipulation of others, particularly with this divine masculine soulmate partner. The light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, which is to me a lot of fun. I have a nice dose of the Trickster archetype. I won't call it lifelong. I'll say it comes and goes like weather and bloat. But definitely, like April Fool's Day, I'm down. I'm down for it. Both up for it and down for it. So it can be very, very playful, transcend stuffiness. You might be a little bit of an odd duck compared to everybody else. Transcending convention and all of that, but that's what adds some spice to life, if you ask me. The divine masculine. We're looking at the bully archetype here. The shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. In other words, the opposite of the bully is the coward, right? Or at least the shadow. Not that the bully is all that light, but you kind of get that. It's like they conceal their own cowardice through physical and verbal abuse and/or, by the way. The light attribute highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So there's nothing like a reformed bully who's really like becomes hyper aware of, oh my God, I'm being a bully, knock it off, knock it off. What am I really afraid of, right? Such a simple question to ask, a lot of self-reflection, but remember, nobody bullies because they're in a good mood, right? There's pain in there. So think of a trickster and a bully helping each other heal, whether they've met or not. That's very, very cool. Let's ask the angels, the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Now, we're going to get one each, one for each. So when you, regardless of who you are, you probably have an idea now of who you are. Those are two kind of different archetypal patterns there. When you work with these angels, because it's the Healing with the Angels Oracle, well, what is the healing with the angels? What are the healing angels? That you are helping not just yourself heal, but you are helping the other heal as well. Breathe. My angels, please, one card in clarity for the divine feminine and one for the divine masculine in this Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic, soulmate contract for May and June 2020. Please, what you got for the divine feminine? What you got for the divine masculine? Ooh, I saw that one. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, but I did. Well, for the divine feminine trickster, we've got celebration, which I think goes hand in hand. Celebration, with that transcending, fun, kind of bouncy, almost Tiggerish. I mean, whether you liked Tigger or not, who doesn't like Tigger? Eeyore probably doesn't like Tigger. Then we're really, really getting that usually celebration comes as a result of something being transcended, right? Something being accomplished, hence the full moon in the angel card there. So work with the angel of celebration, my trickster, because, we may find ourselves struggling to find anything to celebrate. So if something happens between the two of you that's worth celebrating, make hay of it. Make hay while you may in the month of May, something like that. Poetry. For the Divine Masculine Bully, we've got Archangel Michael. So maybe there really is some severing of cords here in terms of fears, facing fears. In Catholic iconography, it's like the earliest memory I have of Archangel Michael. I was raised Catholic. I'm a witch now. Is him with his head on the face of the devil, the neck of the devil, with his sword of truth drawn. So definitely a facing of fears, right? Really says here, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you, and who better than Archangel Michael for that gig, for that job. Pretty good hire for that one. So if you are the Divine Masculine and you're still struggling with this bully thing, call on Archangel Michael. He doesn't do all the work for you, but he will definitely help you clear some stuff out. This next part, I would usually do Fire, Earth, Air, Water, Spirit, but we're doing Simple Timeline instead, past, present, and future. 3 cards, Daughters of the Moon Tarot. 3 cards, well, Daughters for her. For Mythic Tarot for him. And please pardon the him and her thing. I just have to keep it straight in my head so my brain hemispheres don't melt. It's too much to say it all the time. Breathe. My goddesses. The collective Divine Yin, the collective Divine Feminine, please. 3 cards, please. We'll do top of the deck, past, present, future, please. Simple timeline for this Divine Feminine Trickster archetype in this Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. In this, yeah, I feel that. Just got a wave of heat through my body. All right. So please, top 3 cards. Simple timeline, past, present, future for this Divine Feminine Trickster archetype in this Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, sexual, intimate, romantic. Soulmate contract, May to June 2020. Thank you. Past, present, future. So, maiden, mother, crown. I'm not pulling off the top like that. Yeah, that was like a wave of heat went through me. Like, yeah, I actually feel warmer. Let's see. What's the card of the past here? We've got Ixchel, the Eagle Woman, Aquarian. Now, whether or not either one of you are an Aquarian, only you will know that. There's so many people who watch these readings. But it's definitely about a more friendly approach in the past, right? Maybe you've met through friends. Maybe it's through the internet. The internet is very Aquarian. But we're looking at that 11th house, how you interact with the world. So there is definitely some form of interaction here that was friendly. Egalitarian, humanitarian, dealing with groups, philanthropy, philosophy, in that sense, very unity consciousness based, most likely. Where are you now, the Divine Feminine? Well, interesting. The card of the Emperor. Pan in this deck. So also in this deck, it's a hybrid of the Emperor and the Hierophant, but definitely a Divine Masculine energy here. So either expanding or exploring your own masculine energy, because we all have both. I mean, as much as I consider myself a Divine Feminine, I got to get up in the morning and do my yoga and, you know, get ready. And this is such a creative external yang effort doing these videos, right? So it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of creativity. Otherwise, if I was totally yin, you'd never know my name, right? I would never do this. So perhaps a balancing of your own masculine energy there, and also, and I'm getting more the Emperor than the Hierophant on this intuitively, where it is about taking more control of your life, perhaps getting a bit more structured, a bit more organized, a bit more disciplined, maybe because of the other aspect of this Aquarian vibration, which is to see the larger picture. Maybe you've seen the larger picture of your life and realizing, I've got to get my house in order, whether that's literal or symbolic. And the Emperor can certainly be about busted a move to make that happen, yeah? Future, where you going? Where you going? Well, and then you've got the Virgo card, the Maiden of Pentacles, which is about organization, usually working on detail, but also your health and your occupation. Occupation, what you are occupied with. So these three together, really to me, if you have not met yet, If you're really like on your journey of self-empowerment, I think then this is about getting some kind of fixed air, higher vision, higher message, higher picture, maybe a visionary intuition. That card of Pan there, the healthy masculine energy, divine masculine energy, might be a connection with the divine masculine as well, but one that's sort of like maybe kicks you in the butt a little bit and be like, oh, I gotta shave, right? I gotta get my act together here. I gotta be the emperor. I've got to take some action here. But with that Virgo card, me being a Virgo, that 6th house, very much about health, very much about the detail, very much about what you are occupied with, but hopefully in a healthy way. Now, that may say that there is a Virgo influence here or an Aquarian influence in terms of who this divine masculine, or if you are the divine feminine, if that's you, but coming more into that for yourself. But I would certainly keep an eye out for those signs in your life, Aquarius and Virgo, known or unknown. But remember, very few people know their other signs, right? Everybody knows their sun sign. That's easy. But your moon sign, your Venus sign, your rising, that takes a little bit more exploration than most people are willing to do. And you can get it all done online, but so don't always take it as sun sign. It can also be these qualities are evolving in your own personal timeline. And remember, past, present, future here, we can't qualify in a general reading how long that is. Tarot doesn't really do timing well. People have come up with different systems, but then you jump a quantum timeline and you're in a different timeline, so time plays out differently. What you gonna do? Blame it on the quantum. It's like blame it on Rio. Let's do the same for the divine masculine, shall we? Nice deep breath. My gods, the collective divine masculine, please. Top 3 cards for this divine masculine bully archetype in this Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship for May, June 2020. Again, getting that sort of heat rush, and it's only around the back of my head and my ears. Like my arms aren't getting it. I'm getting more physically empathic every day, and I get it, what we're going through on planet Earth and all, and I've been doing my healing work, loving what rises, clearing out my cell tissue from ancestral patterning and whatnot, but whew, that's very visceral. I mean, these could both be fire signs. That might have something to do it, right? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So please, my gods, top 3 cards, simple timeline for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, bully archetype in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, romantic, soulmate contract, whoopsie, for May, June 2020, butterfly then cut. Yes, my gods. Father, Son, Sage. Son, Father, Sage. You just want me to cut the cards. It's a little discombobulating. Let's see what you got. Card of the past, the Star. Okay, so whether you wished upon a star or not, there is hope here. There is guidance. This is grace. This is Pandora's box. Not to be confused with the drag queen. Pandora box. Or Pandora Spox from Bewitched. That all the ills of the world were released when Pandora opened her box. It's not too misogynist if you ask me. But hope is what she kept in there, right? So that card of the Star, that hope. So coming from a place of hope. Now, you don't think of a bully having hopes, but maybe that's really the softening of this. Because where there are hopes, there are fears, in the sense that, God, I hope, but I fear I won't. God, I hope, but I fear I won't, right? So perhaps there is a softening there, and maybe Archangel Michael is playing a role in that, or has played a role on this, in that being the past here, of giving them something, some enlightenment to pull them forward, that light at the end of the tunnel. What's going on in the present? Second major arcana card, Strength. Now, this is not about physical strength ever, in my opinion, the card of Strength. This is about emotional courage, right? This is about emotional fortitude, perhaps facing one's fear, right? This is Heracles taking the Nemean lion. That's why you often see him dressed in a lion skin. Must have been stinky. Meow. It's my last name, Lyons, not fun. Sorry, bad horror movie flashback. But, you know, you sort of get that. It's like facing your own fears and doing it anyway, finding the courage, monsieur. Yeah, there's something really powerful about that, particularly with 2 major arcana cards in a row. Let's see what the future holds. Ace of Cups, offer of love, self-love, love to another, message of love coming, going, being received. I think it's possible these 2, they may have met, they may know each other, but there probably hasn't been any movement into an actual soulmate acknowledgement or relationship of a romantic, sexual, intimate nature, possibly because of the situation that we are in on planet Earth. And if they are together, that, you know, together, but maybe not in the same location, even if they are, then there's really a healing. And keep in mind, this Virgo card in her future, she's going to be very willing to help this one heal. You know? And therein lies the foundation of a soulmate contract. You help each other heal. Well, we've only got 3 more cards left to go. I told you these were going to be clear but fast, right? So we're going to get a whisper of love for both of them, the voices of the higher selves. And we'll end with the healing mantra deck card. I think you'll like those too, shall we? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 13 cards. Breathe. The higher selves of all involved. Please, 1 card in clarity for the divine feminine, 1 for the divine masculine, a whisper of love for this, first for this divine feminine trickster in this Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic, soulmate contract, and 1 for this divine masculine bully. Please. There we go. The voice of the higher self says, ask for help. Divine feminine trickster. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. Whether it's of the divine masculine or not, my sense is that for a lot of you, that's what it is. Hence this Virgo thing of service and of occupation. But if not to them, remember, you can always start asking for help immediately in terms of prayer, in terms of your higher power, your angels, your gods, what have you. Interesting. What's going on for him? Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth. So really, what makes a bully is usually a neglect or an abuse thing where love was not given or love was withheld, right? And instead of love, fear was instilled. So the opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. It's from A Course in Miracles. So we're looking here, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth. So while going through this facing of fear, to understand that you are loved. And maybe that's part of the truth that Archangel Michael is delivering here. Last card down. Healing Mantra Deck by Matt Kahn. Now, it doesn't matter who is watching this. The Aries or cross-watcher, divine masculine, divine feminine. Whoever gets this, start chanting this. Chanting it, chanting it, it doesn't... To me, if you're just going to chant it without feeling it, then it kind of devolves into just another affirmation and it doesn't stick. What you want to do is try and feel the soul's response to it, right? Because the ego is the one that says the mantra if it so chooses. And if it says, I'm not doing that, then that's the ego. But if it so chooses and it becomes familiar, the soul starts expanding and dissolving the ego, but integrating it as well. The ego is not the enemy. The ego is the densest, most incubatory part of the soul, the last piece to awaken. Yeah. So it doesn't matter which one of you do this, divine masculine or divine feminine, you're gonna help each other heal, whether you even know each other or not. Ready? Breathe. My Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts, please. One healing mantra card, the perfect healing mantra for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, sexual, intimate, romantic, soulmate contract involving this divine feminine trickster and this divine masculine bully. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra for them both? May, June 2020. Receiving elation. Receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. This is a really good mantra. Well, they're all good, but this is one that actually feels good. There's some of them that are a little like, and by the way, that really goes well with this card of celebration for the divine feminine. Receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. Now, I read this because that's all that's written on that card, and I can't memorize all this stuff in here. Just a little booklet page. I am born of infinite joy. When elation is received, joy becomes your natural state of being. In elation, you are aligning with the ecstatic nature of the universe to live each moment with renewed passion and purpose. Elation helps you enjoy your human journey as it is right now without projecting your fulfillment onto the anticipation of future pending outcomes. Really about joy is our natural state. Well, the natural state of the soul, I should say. So that does make sense here if you have not met yet. This mantra is ideal for increasing the flow of creative inspiration. Fabulous. Elevating the immune system, who can't use that right now, and being more present. So I really like this. What we're going to do now, which is what I do for the Twin Flame and the Soulmate readings, is I'm going to pop up the picture and we'll see what else shows itself in a lovely little magical move and camera move that I call Magic Clap. Because we start with the divine feminine trickster archetype here in the shadow, manipulating others through duplicity. The light attribute transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior with the angel of celebration. The trickster with the angel of celebration, that definitely feels like more in that light side, and maybe having to trick herself into celebrating considering what's going on, and maybe because she has connected in some way with this divine masculine. Coming from a place in the past of the Aquarian, these might have been friends, right? Aquarians are very friendly in that sense, where they just want to be everybody's friend. They may be a bit distant, but also may be seeing things out of the box as a result of something that has happened in the past, where in the present, we've got this divine masculine card here of Pan, the Emperor and or the Hierophant, which might very well be about her taking action or getting her empire together, right? Like, you know, making sure that her process is in play, that she's in control of what's going on in her life. And that would, of course, lead to this Virgo card of health, healing, occupation, what she occupies herself with in terms of her own healing, that is, of course, benefiting the divine masculine through the quantum entanglement of a soulmate soul contract, but yet still asking for help. What is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. And keep in mind, emperors don't usually ask for help unless they ask their what? Their advisors. And maybe that is very much part of that Virgo service card that comes in. And that could very well be this divine masculine that you ask them for help and then you get that service with them. There are so many different ways that can play that out. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because if it doesn't resonate today, it may a week from now. Remember, this is for May and June. As we now jump over to the divine masculine, the bully archetype, the shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. The light attribute highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And with Archangel Michael right next door there, I'm feeling like it's more that this divine masculine is confronting the inner fears that bully him, particularly about maybe commitment, relationship in general during such a challenging time. If he's experienced loss of any kind, and who hasn't, right? That could be very, very tricky and interfere that might be bullying him into not wanting to be involved. But with the card of the star in the past, doesn't mean that past is lost, but that hope is lost. But that in the past there's definitely been a glimmer, a hope that maybe someday that he can have that type of relationship that everybody wants and he has always yearned for, not just in friends, not just in family, but in a romantic partner. And with that card of strength, really, I'm really getting that, confronting his inner fears, right? Slaying the Nemean lion, which isn't great imagery for me, but definitely as a Herculean effort there, or in this case a Heraclean, because Heracles is the Greek name. This is a Greek deck. And leading to that Ace of Cups with Aphrodite offering that cup of love, that cup of new emotion. So maybe even an emotional rebirth here, and a self-love, right? Those fears being healed and replaced by a deeper sense of self-love. And that plays right into the whisper of love here from the higher self. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. And as that is acknowledged as truth, Archangel Michael with the sword of truth, that will, of course, revive some of that hope. While the mantra for both of them receiving elation, I am born of infinite joy. Now, it may seem, well, how is that gonna heal our relationship? But to understand that you are born of infinite joy, it's not about your parents, that's about the spirit, that's about the higher self, that the soul is an extension of the spirit, right? And the soul is in the body, so it's really connecting back to your original parentage. I am born, B-O-R-N, of infinite joy. So the more that you integrate that and that becomes more familiar, you'll both be lifted up, even if only one of you is doing the mantra, to a place where there will be quite a bit of emotional healing and perhaps even some healing tears of joy. Because what would it feel like in a time like this to make that kind of soulmate connection in a time when the world needs that kind of love on the planet? It would bring tears to my eyes, that's for damn sure. So that's what I see for you, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in your soulmate, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, romantic, sexual soulmate contract for May 2020. May you be blessed with all that you need to heal, to grow, to learn, to become the best that you can be and fulfill your role in the divine plan for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. And thank you for watching. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment in the comment section, check out what's in my description box because there's some cool stuff in there. As I wish you the very best and the very blessed of the rest of May and into June, wherever you may be when you watch this. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.